After making my way through Count Dracula today, I decided that I wanted to do kind of a bonus one to give you guys a taste of a movie that actually that was done right and that a lot of people probably at the time didn't think was gonna be. It was a movie that well, you know what it is because you're gonna see us out there at the opening. It's Mother's Day, 1980, film by Charles Kaufman, and it's a fantastic little film. Usually, I'll pretend like whether I'm gonna like it or not at the end, which really doesn't work for me because you can tell in my voice when I'm going through my review whether I actually like the film or not. I'm not one of those people that keeps it ambiguous till the end. It's pretty obvious with me. Mother's Day turned out to be just a fantastic little film. I hadn't seen it in a long time. Now, basically, it's the story of three women that are high school friends, and they've had very different lots in life. They get together to basically reconnect and get away from all the problems that are going on in their life. One has done extremely well. She's rich, but she's bored, so she's not exactly big on where her life is right now. The second is doing okay, except for relationships. Relationships don't tend to be working out that well with her. And the third tends to be the perennial victim. She was a victim in high school. She's tended to really stay that way. She's the less strong of the three, and for that reason, I kind of expected her. I remember when I originally saw it, and I've forgotten, so I kind of expected her to be the kind of persevere, the one that would overcome the odds. Like the final girl does usually. It didn't go that way. Actually, this movie was a very cool little film. It's split up into kind of two things. You have the mom and her sons, Ike and Adelaide. Yes, just like Ike, of course, and Adelaide Stevenson during the election, the big election. I like Ike. You know, so and she kind of her sons do exactly what she says. Basically, she tells them about her evil sister that ran away into the woods and feral and came out like all creepy and wants to kill the mom, and so her siblings or her kids, uh, they basically have stayed with their mother, like protecting her from that and doing whatever she says. She has a strong hold over these young men, and she likes to get them to basically, and I think she does this to keep them there too, is that she knows that relationship would take away from anybody else that would come in under any normal circumstances would upset her family dynamic. So what she has them do is she has them kidnap and take women so that they can actually rape and kill them and torture them, whatever, in the guise of pleasing the mom, but more so it's so that she can keep control over her siblings and keep them at home. So of course the paths cross between this twisted family and the three women, and in a kind of predictable manner, the women are captured and brought back there. The perennial victim, surprisingly, is the one that does get dispatched of, which kind of goes against what most horror films were doing. This was done back in 1980, before the whole trope of exactly what was going to happen in a lot of the slasher films was really established. But even back then, the final girl tended to be like the innocent, the one that that didn't do anything, didn't smoke, wasn't having sex, no illicit drugs. All of them smoke weed in this film here during the thing, and they all drink and they have a good time. But none of them are really but of the three of them, I guess she is the most innocent of them, and she is the one that gets brutalized. She's the one that eventually ends up succumbing. Now, it is a revenge film, and it's a really good revenge film. I don't want to give away too much about the film, but I will say that there are some great, gory death sequences in the film that are done really well. They know when to cut away. And I'm going to have to give a little bit away when I talk about well, one of the most important parts of this film. And we're going to talk about that in a second. And that is the subtext. Mother's Day is known by some. Unfortunately, not a lot of people know the film, except for the fact that there was kind of a reimagining of it done with Jamie Lee Curtis. Basically, that it's known for being a slasher film from back in the day. and an early slasher. Some people consider it to be kind of like misogynistic, and all the usual things that people like lobby against slasher films. Except this one has more common with Dawn of the Dead than it does with some of the other films of its time and of its genre. See, when people talk about Dawn of the Dead, people don't only just talk about the fact that it's a zombie film. They talk about the fact that it's kind of the way it talks about commercialism, and the way that society was becoming. So Dawn of the Dead was set in the mall for a reason, and it's pretty blatantly obvious. Mother's Day, though not quite as obvious, is a film like steeped in commercialism. Basically, we are seeing the product of the worst possible thing that can happen for people that eat, breathe, sleep, just media commercials. They're commercials that are actually made for Mother's Day. On every TV that we see, there's commercials that have been specifically made. And when you see the house that they're in, you can see the type of the media and all this different stuff that they have like ingested in. Here's a family of three that basically have themselves shut off from the rest of society, and everything that they get is through what was, I guess we call them, would be the idiot box, the TV. And we see exactly how wrong it can go when somebody just takes in all this stuff and twist it to what they want it to be. And that's one of the big things behind the whole film. A lot of people, I guess some people don't really grasp that as a concept, but really watch it again and you'll see it. And it becomes really obvious once you know that going in. There's a scene where one of the killers actually gets killed in a way that really mirrors and hammers this in. He literally gets like the TV, what he's the thing that's made him what he helped make him what he is, with his twisted mother and all the stories and stuff, smashed over his head. He literally you can see his head in the TV set, and here's a guy that has been strongly influenced. He's got the wrestling stuff over there. He's got all these different kind of like these kind of weird like broken toys and figures and stuff. But that's not enough to kill him. The TV itself helps to kill him, but it can't kill him alone. No, then there's an electric knife use, which was a popular thing back in the day. It was kind of a popular, you'd see them on TV ads and stuff like that. Those electric bread knives. So that's used as well to help kill him. It's an ingenious way and a kind of a wink and a nod to let you know exactly where this film was, what was behind the film actually. And I really dug that. I like that aspect of the film. I like that there was a little bit more. That's the thing. Horror and basic horror, sci-fi, basically genre films in general tend to be the type of films that can really take a funhouse mirror look at the way that we are as a society, the way that we see things, the way that we are reacting to things. And they can be a really great time capsule. They can be a really great way to show us the ugliness and some of the stuff that you can't really talk about or would come across any other way as preachy, like one of those after school specials or something like that. But through the guise of horror, the guise of fantasy, you're able to talk about these subjects here. Some of them which are very touchy, some of them which just may be kind of something that people don't want to talk about, and actually make them entertaining and fun to and fun and just open your mind a bit, which is fun. Like Mother's Day itself works just as a basic slasher horror film. You take it like that, and you're gonna have fun with this. There's gore, there's some nudity, there's some harshness. It's got the brutal aspect to it. It's got some fantastic acting. I got to say, this is one like a lot of the things that lobbied against, like complaints lobbied against a lot of the slash films, is that the acting is like iffy and stuff like that. Not in this film. The acting is really good, especially with the killers and the mother. The girl that plays the mother, just look at her. She is actually an actress that's been in a ton of stuff. She's a classically trained actress. And to see her play this role, it's amazing that she does it. And she commits to it so well. She does such a great job with it. I got that on the 88 Films Blu-ray, by the way, which has a fantastic transfer and great sound, amazing special features, which I haven't really gotten into a lot yet because, basically I try to do my reviews after I watch the movie, but before I watch all the features, because I know a lot of people like to watch all the features and then come on and talk to you about all of them. Here's the thing: I want the movie, I want the features telling me enough about the movie that it's going to cloud what my actual thoughts and my actual review of the film itself is. I'll watch the features afterwards, and sometimes I'll review the features on their own, or I'll mention them in another video when I'm like mentioning the film again. But when I first review a film, my initial thing is to give you my feelings and thoughts and reactions. So basically, if the filmmakers that were going down a different direction, or that's not what they, that's the way that they were taking it, then I can go back and look at the feature. Say, okay, yeah, that was right. Oh, I saw more in that than there was supposed to be seen into that. But I'm pretty with this one here, though. I gotta say, it's pretty obvious that they're going with with the evils of commercialism and what happens when somebody consumes all the bad parts of it. It's a fantastic little film, Mother's Day. Check it out. This is a bonus video on my 31 Days of Horror, because I wanted to give you like kind of a classic one, and I want to give you one of the slasher ones. It's kind of like a different kind of trope here. So Mother's Day, definitely check it out. It's a really good movie. 88 Films has put it out under their Slasher Classics collection with a nice red case and some excellent features. I'm not sure who's put it out on the North American side, but 88 Films is in the UK, and I've got it over there. Let me just go check and let you guys know if it's region free or not, because I can't remember. Just looking. All right. So this, by the way, is Mother's Day. Right here. It is. It looks like it's region ABC. So it's a BD50 disc. It is region free, so you can order this even if you're going to live in North America. This will play on your system. You don't need to have a region free player to play it. You open it up here, and you have this colorful disc on the inside, which I really dig. And it does have kind of an alternate artwork. And basically, and for the UK ones, they have this here, kind of the 18 thing on it. So what they did was they gave you the unfettered artwork on the back. Now, the thing is, I don't want to transfer that over because I do like the Slasher Classics Collection banner that is on that's on it. So that was a big one. When I was a kid, I'd see this in the video store. And this cover, it's here with the mother, would actually kind of freak me out a bit. But really enjoying it tonight. So Mother's Day, fantastic little film. Check it out from 88 Films. I think it's fairly inexpensive. The Slasher Classics collection, if you're interested in them, they do bundle them together in 88 Films. They use Spada, I think Spada something, and it comes pretty fast. There has been some issues with some of them, though, so like take a look into certain ones. I know that, although I did enjoy Slaughterhouse, I know that there was something about the framing or something with Slaughterhouse that bothers some people, and if that's something that's going to bother you, always look into something before you pick it up, and just to see if that's the one in the version that you want. I wanted these with the cool red cases, and this is a great uncut version of Mother's Day. Original horror classic. It really is a classic. It belongs up there with some of the best. Check it out. If you haven't seen it in a long time, or you think it's going to be some kind of, I think you go look at this and think something kind of like just a silly little film. It actually is a brilliant little film. Thanks for watching for me right now. It's literally time for tea. Say goodnight to my better half, who's sleeping upstairs. My cat Smokey, who's resting beside me. And for me, well, have a great night and watch the slashers. Find one that you think that you haven't seen. Find one that you think is going to give you something different. It's going to challenge you a bit. All slasher films are not created equal, like all zombie films or all other films are not created equal. But the slasher film is a much maligned genre. Please look back into some of the classics and see exactly what you can actually get out of some of the stuff. And I can tell you right now, you will get a hell of a lot of Mother's Day. Have a great night. And me, I'm out of here.